Good morning students. In the last class I have given you an activity. So I hope you all done it. So once you have done it, you can take a snap and send it to our school WhatsApp number. So in the last class what all we have learnt? We have learnt about the parts of plant and we have learnt about the seeds, parts of the seeds, and we have learnt about the difference between the monocot and the dicot, right? So today we are going to learn about the germination of a seed. So let's see here. You can see in this picture the ripe fruit, right? So only the ripe fruit contains the mature seed. So the mature seed only germinates. In the second picture you can see the fresh seed. The fresh seeds that do not germinate even when it gets mature. Only the dry seeds can grow in the soil. See here, what is meant by seedling? Seedling means the seed, it grows into a small plant, right? The small plant is called seedling. The seed that grows into a small plant and the small plant is called seedling. Let's see what is meant by germination. In the other slide you have seen the seed and it's become a seedling, right? And the process is called germination. You can see the seedling here, the seedling, the changes from the seed to a seedling, and the process is called germination. So I hope you all understood about the seedling and the germination, right? So let's see what all the seeds needs to germinate. The first one is water. You might have noticed in the rainy season in your garden, you might have noticed the plants that is a small plants that grown in the rainy season. What happens? Why they are growing up suddenly? Because the seeds that is buried under the soil, when the rain comes, the water it's getting in the necessary level. So the seeds started to sprout it into a seedling. Let's do an activity. The activity has clearly mentioned in your book. So you can see in your book and you can do the activity. I'll just tell you the demo. You can take two bowls and just name it as A and B, and take some cotton wool and take some mustard seeds and place the cotton wool and make it moist and keep it in the A bowl and put some mustard seeds on it, and B bowl don't put anything, just keep some mustard seeds. Within 2 days you can see the difference in the A bowl and the B bowl. Observe the recordings and write step by step in your science notebook and as well as in your book. Now let's see the second important factor for the growth, that is warmth. For example, you are just taking a mustard seed and you are putting it in a refrigerator and you are not providing any warmth to it. Does it grow? No, it cannot grow. Why? Because in the refrigerator it is a lower temperature. So what happens? It reduces the growth rate. So when you keep it in the room temperature, what happens? The seed can grow easily. You can see the activity here. In the earlier activity, you have taken a bowl A, right? So after 2 days you can notice the changes. After that, keep the same bowl in the refrigerator and notice and observe the changes and write it in your science notebook. The third important factor of the seed is air. So if the seed is not getting the proper sufficient air, it cannot grow. So you can see here in this activity, take some groundnut seed and keep it in a glass of water. So after 2 days you can see the changes. Does it get decay or does it germinate? What happens? That you can do, you can observe and you can record all step by step procedures in your science notebook. Let's see. All the seeds in the world, does it germinate? No. Why? Because if you are taking the seed from the raw fruit, it will not germinate. Same like that, the seeds that are taken away by the animals or the birds, that will also do not germinate. And if some seeds may fall on the rocks, that also will not germinate. And seeds that is not getting the proper warmth, air or sunlight, water, in that case the seeds that will not germinate. So I have already given the 3 activities in this class. Hope you all do that. So see you all in the next class. Take care. Bye.